can read no more from the holy book, or attempt to observe a passing prayer. When I sing the psalms I have known before, the words dissolve and die upon the air. Yet who are they that would judge my part, or deny my casting in this role? Yet alone in my thoughts at the end of the day, night when it falls betrays my soul. Who would deny me a good night's sleep? Does Henry Tudor sleep well tonight, I wonder? Does Henry Tudor rest upon silken sheets? Does he lay flat, unimpeded by the crippling pain I feel? The pain he will endure tomorrow will be my consolation. What does he know of kingship? With what right does this Welsh mongrel presume to take my crown? My father lost his head fighting for the rightful throne. My brother won the throne, and again in the face of pretenders. I have lost a son, a wife, and for what? To relinquish my sovereign right to a bastard breed, the last remnants of a crumbling house? No. I shall sleep tonight. My slate is clean. Vengeance for whatever sins I may have been adjudged has been taken in this life. It is too soon to be judged in the next.
Chimes of doom, as we the revels dance into the gloom, and shapes of fear we easily assume, rising from beneath our dusty tomb.
My fate is decided in parliaments, in meetings, and on battlefields. My fate is decided by princes and priests. Why? Which great palace would you make my prison now, my lord?
Why, there is only one prison I would wish you to.
Where's that?
My heart.
Don't toy with me, Richard.
Why? Am I only a poor duke, not worthy of your esteem? Do you have pretensions to greater things, ma'am?
I didn't say that.
Then does this unsightly body repel you?
No, we grew up together. It is nothing to me.
Then why not? Marry me. I'm not the fool you think I am. There could be no one else for me.
I'm not the fool.
There's no one else I ever wanted.
I'm not the fool.
I always adored you. I'm not the fool. You see.
It's nice to be important, so welcome to our hall. To the dukes and lords, remove your swords and join this regal ball. It's nice to be important, it's great to be in charge. With our courtly charms, our coat of arms, and use of a private barge. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, the use of a private barge.
They cultivate a deadly atmosphere. They whisper poison in the royal ear. They meddle in every aspect of the state. There's not a castle they can't infiltrate.
We strive to thrive in spite of all, as we await fortune's call. Why should we forever stand aside? And yet we let them smell us, take mistresses whenever they must, whilst leaving us with little but our pride. Tell me, why should we forever stand aside? We breed and feed their sons and heirs, while they conduct their next affairs, as we despair the honour they deride. Tell me, why should we forever stand aside?
And there are some that dispute the prince's rise to the crown. Some are saying it would be better falling to me.
Buckingham, meanwhile, his persuasive powers having drawn the princes from their mother's clutches, then sets out the case for the boy king to be deposed.
Who is this lady? Tell us, pray. The crowd awaits your thrilling expose.
The woman high-bred, the king did vow to wed, the lady Eleanor, the former paramour of Sir Edward Butler and daughter to the Earl of Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury? Shrewsbury? Who the hell is that? I've never heard of him, and apparently she stuffed it years ago.
Yeah. Heard of her or not, this unseemly little plot has dire consequences for the crown. The future of the nation, the royal coronation, must be stopped until another king is found.
In the dust and debris of our dreams lies the wearing evil of our deeds. And when these revelations are unsealed, the darkness in your soul will be revealed. The darkness in your soul will be revealed.
Oh, spare me of this cruel fate and release me from this hand. I won't be judged by anyone. I will not take your stand. It's you
me who I am. It's you who made me who I am.
Do you not trust me, Your Grace?
Trust? Trust? Who can I trust while those boys are still
Alive?
your words, not mine?
As long as you live, there will be those who do not consider those boys are bastards. Far too many of your enemies would rather see Prince Edward crowned to further their own interests.
How do they fare in the tower?
Prince Edward is quite ill, I'm told. The doctor attends him daily. It seems his jaw is diseased, far more than a boyish toothache, it seems. I'm told he's descended into a pitiable state, wandering around half-dressed and constantly at prayer. It seems he has it in mind you wish to dispatch him like you did Hastings. He saw it, you know, from his window.
I see. Such sights will either reduce him or raise him to anger and revenge.
Oh, I fear he's already much reduced. In such a state, a dog would be granted merciful release.
And what of the healthy, younger pup?
I have seen such distemper in dogs that when one of the litter is put down, the other becomes more circumspect and troublesome. One would say it kinder to not let the young whelp mourn alone.
Henry will not fail.
You would better hope not, my lady. I will leave you to your prayers. I suggest you pray mostly for the souls of two little boys in particular. There may be on many a conscience.
In love and war I've bide my time, but now I reach to take what's mine. Why should we forever stand aside? My son, who cast aside in France, must rise from there to seize his chance. Why should we forever stand aside? And so let fortune take its course. No time for mercy or remorse. If God's will says innocence must die, who are we to argue or deny? So set our course without delay. Let Henry's army ride the waves. Why should we forever stand aside? Why should we forever stand aside?
There were other rumours, weren't there? Richard's accusations weren't simply about me and mine, were they?
Your meaning, madam?
My meaning is how you brought forth such a strapping son as Edward while his father and brothers were more modest in build.
How dare you?
Richard himself suggested his father was away in France at the time of conception, but then thought better of making the charge, choosing instead to stain my reputation.
Who are you to attempt to dishonour me? Your mother was quick to marry her beneath her. You've spent your entire life trying to claw your way back into nobility, and look where it's got you.
Everything you can. No other love is so embracing. No love is born at such a cost. No other love is so engaging. No love's more pitifully lost. No other love. No other love.
I shall never sleep again. This is fortune's sad revenge for trying to preserve his little life. I was a fool to think I could wear this mantle without hate. I was a fool to think I had the means to control his fragile fate. I was a fool to believe I could
To think you'd ever bring relief.
I was a fool
To believe in you. Now all I have must rest in peace.
I was a fool. I was a fool. I was a fool.
The cat, the rat, and Lover the dog rule of England and the rogue. Painted up high on the city wall and trembled in the watching hall.
Say Elizabeth Woodville cursed and cast it down on Richard III. And now he seems a broken man about to lose his wife.
There's rumour and gossip in every town that those that rose will now fall down. That time has come for reckoning of the man who stands as England's king.
The cat, the rat, and Lover the dog rule of England under a hog. Sing it out loud and you'll lose your head. Say it out loud and you'll end up dead.
The ranks of the dead grow apace. Her son, being sent to his grave before his time, breaks the frail heart of Anne Neville, Queen of England. She weakens, struggling to attend court, only to be outshone by the Princess Elizabeth, Richard's niece, beauteous daughter of Elizabeth Woodville, now freed from sanctuary by Richard's repentance.
When I rescued you, you were forced to serve a kitchen maid at my brother's hands. Yet still you had dignity. What if I hadn't come for you? Would you have been happier marrying a grocer? What is it to be a king or queen? What is it more than furs and gowns and good wine? If you had been a seamstress, would you have been happier making dresses for a queen, rather than adorning that heavy burden? But you were always meant to be mine, Anne. Even when your father took you from me, I never stopped believing I'd win you back. You were so kind to me in childhood. Never called me crook back.